Hey there, good evening, everybody. If you're watching tonight, welcome to another episode of Dan Plays Games from the Older Times. Me being your host slash player slash DM adjudicator, Dan. And we are pretty deep into the classic 1988 TSR Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game Pool of Radiance. So I think we entered into the last kind of area last time, and probably one or couple sessions, I'm guessing, away from the final encounter. So let's get started here tonight. So hopefully you're having a good start to your summer here. It's finally actually gotten warm here in New York City. Like we just put our air conditioner units in actually this last week finally. So kind of had a unusually cool spring. I know it's been hot in a lot of other places. All right, so getting into our classic AD&D computer game, and you know what's coming next? The handy dandy code wheel to get through the copyright protection. So I don't know, you know how many? I'm not. Again, this is the only time I've played through this game. I have not played through this game before. And, you know, kind of playing it like I would, as much like I would play a normal D&D game as possible. No spoilers if you've played through this game before, but I'm discovering what the end game here is like for the first time. So, let me see. So the Elven Rune, what is that? Looks like a G type thing. What is the version of that on paper? I guess it's this. Does it have a bar on top? No, that doesn't. It's not this. That is a difficult symbol to match up with the paper version. Is it weird? Look, this looks like that on this. Oh, okay, this, which is much taller on paper. It's much taller. Must be this. And then the Dwarven Rune. It's like got one angle and a dot on it, one angle and a dot. Okay, follow the dotted line and I see Knight. That's good. K-N-I-G-H-T. Great, and we're in. Hey, Desparrow, good to see you tonight. You got Central Air last year. That's nice not to have to do, because we actually have, for what it's worth, we have 3 AC units here, and we actually had to get a new one because the oldest one wasn't working anymore. So we have to go around and do a lot of installations in the spring and the fall. So I would that would be nice not having to do that, honestly. Yeah, good stuff. All right, so you know the deal here. So I think I got my party back in town as I usually do, and they're healed up and they have all their spells, and I think I checked to level up last time, and that didn't happen. Of course, most of my party is demi-humans here, and they've largely hit the level caps, and my spellcasters are all at the level caps for this game. And we know that'll be a different story if I play the sequel, but that's what we got here. So I think I'm all set. I think I'm just going to go back to the castle area. And I guess the castle, what it looks like to me is the castle area takes up 4 blocks. And last time I explored the outer courtyard, is what it appears to me, to the east and the north. And so what I want to do, at least first tonight, is explore to the west and the north and see if there's some kind of like secret way in or some kind of clever way in. I think my party is wearing a disguise of tradesmen, I think, to get that far, but we'll see if there's some other clever way to get in. Again, no spoilers if you know that there's something like that. I'm definitely, hey Lord Suitor, good to see you. I'm definitely not done yet. And you know, one thing I will say, it's been a long time since there's been a TPK. I racked up a whole lot of TPKs at one point, and that hasn't happened in a while. So either I'm getting lucky repeatedly lately, or I kind of figure out how to play the game, or my party got high enough level to beat it. But admittedly, I'm kind of, if I get a TPK tonight, honestly, I'm not going to be super surprised, because I feel like I'm due for a disaster. So I got to go through the slums and the other places to get over there to the west as usual. Is that where the door is? This is where the door is. I say this every time. I really feel like this stable should be cleared out by somebody. Okay, so here's the Kudos Well area, which I can go down here, and it's going to say, here's the well to your south, right there. That might be frighteningly insightful there, Lord Pseudo. Wow, it's kind of on the nose. Okay, so here's the Stojanov Gate area that we cleared out a couple sessions ago. So this area is now held by Allied forces. So just go through the gate right here. Now I got to remember which way the exit is here. Is it here? No, it's the other way. Okay, so here we are in the castle area, and it doesn't let me do an overhead map. So previously I scouted out, this block and the block to the east and one block north. So now, like I said, I'm gonna go west and north. I'm seeing the castle wall right ahead of me in white, and I'm wondering what else there is over here. Did I go in here previously? I think I did, right? Okay, turn the search off. So I want to head west the way I'm going. Okay, nothing there. There's the main castle wall on my left there still. Okay, this is new, so I haven't been here before. A lot of these outbuildings tend to be empty, but not all the time, right? Last time we ran into like some giant spiders and I think some giants. Okay, you are in a standard meat smokehouse. Well, maybe not quite standard. Oh, here we go. You feel a little sick as you look at the meat. The smell and the smoke don't help either. Okay, so I guess we're just going to leave the implication hanging there, I guess. Okay, I got the search mechanism on, so I guess that's it. Just kind of insinuating some ugly story there. Okay, going further north, nothing there. You are in a building that was once a barracks, but has now been converted to a Temple of Bane. Haven't I? Oh, I already did this, right? I already did this, and I stuck my hand in the offering box, and didn't take anything, and yet nonetheless got cursed or something like that. Is this the same place? This doesn't. Yeah, this is right. Here's the altar, right? Here before the altar. Okay, so I'm not going to do that again. All right, I guess I was here before. Yep. I already did walk past this. I'm pretty sure there's just a sliver. I think there's a block further north that I have to check out. But I did do this. And hey, Nathan, good to see you tonight. Hard to ask without spoilers, but isn't this the part with our Thought Eater's monotremes puzzle sequence? That doesn't sound good at all. Oh, geez, it just turned night? Did I come here just as it turns night? Okay, so going north here, I haven't done this before. So being squeezed in by the wall to my left. Okay, this is going to be new. You find some treasure. Do you take it? Yeah? Yes? Each character receives 1 experience points? Not grammatically correct. Okay, all right, just to clean the place. You know what? I'm just cleaning the place up now. That's a weird little extra thing. Wacky. You know, I will say, you know, and this isn't crazy. I used to work at a video game company, you know, a little indie video game company that made web games in the 90s. And the CEO really had a bug about making sure that if a labeled piece of text ever came up, and could be, you know, you have 5 gold pieces or 10 gold pieces or 1 gold piece, that if it was 1, you better have the singular grammar. So there was a rather large amount of effort, and you weren't allowed to write gold piece parentheses S parentheses. So that was prohibited at that game company. So there was a lot of effort that went through trying to find all the places where words had to be singular versus plural. As you open the door, a bucket of sand that was propped above the door falls. Oh, brother. Oh, here we go. The giants who placed the bucket there charge. What? What? So these look like fire giants to me. So really, fire giants are spending the time to put a bucket of sand over the door as a gag? What the hell is that? All right. I think okay. I'm gonna hit combat because I think I want to hit these guys with some lightning bolts or something before I get in range. Of course, we learned last time that this game does have giant stone throwing, but the hill giants were missing me a whole bunch last time. I'm gonna stick with that plan. So I'm gonna hit combat and fight them from range. Yeah, there's fire giants. Ooh, well, so much for that plan. Now, obviously, so you're about to tell me, well, the bucket of sand means I couldn't surprise them, and they surprised me, and they get to do this, of course. Kamikaze Mark, you know, I feel that because actually in my arena simulator that I use for a bunch of D&D stuff, I have the same thing actually. And it's weird because that function expands over time. You know, obviously I don't have a complete English dictionary, so it's a bunch of kind of like hacky. You know, what is this plural? Like a word that ends with a Z, the plural is probably going to be ES. But then I discover some exceptions someday, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. So I totally feel that. Is the bucket on the battlefield? Can use it as an improvised weapon. Okay, so what kind of stinking cloud would that? Do you think that would work on a fire giant? Now, obviously, fireball, my main go-to, is not an option here. Okay, 2. Somehow I felt that there was going to be 3 fire giants. So a stinking cloud right here would be nice. Let's 1, 2, 3. I have to be here to cast it. Let's try that. Move here. Cast this. Okay, that's good. All right, he filled. I'm always confused by that interface because the starts to cough isn't really the effect of the spell. So that guy on the left was was crippled. Really, Maelwin's going again? That's weird. What could I do against this guy up front? Do I just wait for him to miss a save on another round? Language is weird. Maybe I'll just start hacking on that forward guy. Now Roland's a dwarf, so he's got the extra defense that dwarves have against giants. So I think this is a fairly good matchup. I think. That's like that. So, you know, I'm gonna keep beating up on this guy that is not down yet. Is what I'm gonna do. So I'll have Cadell go. That's good. And these two-handed swords, right? They do fantastic damage against large creatures, so this is all good. Okay, now if Griffith could contact, because again, he's got Gauntlets of Ogre Power and this Longsword +4, so if he could contact, this would be really neat. Yeah. Okay, so what would Nir Jarini do in a case like this? What would Nir Jarini do? WWND. I almost feel like my melee fighters can just take this guy. You know, how about this? How about I just dart the guy that's disabled? Yeah, that starts to cough. It's like I finally learned that, but to me, it's a weird way of expressing that. That's a good question, Lord Pseudo. Are there larger monster icons? Okay, I bet the dwarf defense just helped me out right there for a second. So I might as well just, yeah, 19 hit points. I can do that. Well, not like that. But Griffith, you know, potentially Griffith could actually just take him down with one hit at this point. Like that. Nice. And that's why you carry big swords. Speak softly and carry either a two-handed sword or at least a long sword. Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm not going to... This will never be unpainful to me, but I'm just going to leave that to not get encumbered. And obviously there's no items, right? All right, so Cadell took, what, like a 19 hit point hit? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Okay, so cast... Get Cadell back up. One hit point. That was 4 hit points. So now I'm down by 8. All right, so now I'm down by 4. That's good enough. Okay, so save that game. Seems good. You know, that's a good question, Larson. Now, we've seen a wyvern. We've seen a wyvern. Was that 2x2? I have a sense that the wyvern was 2x2. Am I wrong? Was the wyvern 1x2? Okay, so that's it. All right, so that wasn't too bad. Somehow I felt I was going to be seeing 3 fire giants. Okay, so there's a gate here on the western side of the castle, and that's symmetric. There's a symmetric gate on the other side, 1 block to the east that I could go around. Let me see if there's any other outbuildings here. Oh, a bunch of stuff actually. You enter a latrine. The lack of bad smell gives you a general idea of the level of sanitation practiced by the inhabitants of the area. That was a very wordy way of saying that there's a surprisingly clean latrine. That's... it's a weird little piece of business. Okay, is this another latrine? You enter a latrine. The lack of bad smell gives you a general idea of the level of sanitation practiced by the inhabitants of the area. I had it in my last campaign, actually, almost the very first thing, the very first dungeon area had an outbuilding that was a latrine that had, like, a treasure down in latrine. And sure enough, the party actually went down and found it. And then the really bizarre thing is that when they pulled more treasure out of the dungeon, they would go back to the latrine and hide it there. They would keep dumping more stuff down the latrine as a safe hiding point. Okay, as you break through the door into a well-fitted apartment, two giants come lumbering up to you. You turn to face them. Aha. Okay, so here's hill giants. The giants stand in front of you looking suspicious. Okay, so I've had at least 2 encounters with giants, plus some ettins, so maybe just for variety's sake, I'm going to parlay. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You know, I'm going to be abusive. No, I'm going to be haughty. Be like, these are my quarters. Here's the lease. I know you're illiterate, so let me show you this lease. Get out. Haughty. Oh, okay. And with that, they leave. Perfect. Great. I love it. That's great. You're evicted. All right. That was... I wish every encounter was like that. Under a loose stone, you find some treasure. Do you take it? I'm going to say yes. 100 experience points. Okay, at least it's plural experience points. Leave that. Any interesting items? A potion. Okay. We'll identify that back at town at some point. So I'm going to leave the couple hundred gold pieces. All right. What is this? Now I've managed to make myself confused about what direction I'm looking at. Have I come around the corner of the castle? Is that what's happened? So this is north. The door of the building you are passing slams. Oh, crap. An alarm starts ringing. Yeah. You confront an armed man who immediately attacks you. Okay. Lise, get out. No, okay. One guy. One 6th level fighter. Crazy. Okay. So this looks like a job for charm person, which I think I brought. Brought a couple. I could hold the guy. I mean, I'm not going to have too many people encounters, I don't think. So 45 hit points. I mean, that's quite a bit. I'll use this. And then, okay, so I targeted him, and then I hit exit because I don't want any more targets. Great. All right, that's how you do that. Done. Now I do have an alarm sounding. So so what I did last time was I think I searched like 2 more rooms just to make sure nothing else jumped out at me. No treasure, I guess. What? Okay, I don't want that. Maybe he has some items. Who can take that? So unfortunately, someone's going to be burdened. Oh, okay, Cadell. All right. Let me search the rest of the room here. Yes, an alarm is sounding. Guess I'm going to get this every space I go to. So I'm pointed south. I guess I must have come around the north corner, I guess. I'm facing east, yeah. You see a patrol of giants led by a human fighter. The leader yells, "Sacrilegious scum!" They advance, weapons ready. Yeah, okay, combat at a distance. This I would like to fireball some stuff. Would be nice. Okay, 6th level fighter plus a bunch of giants. Hill giants, that is. Okay, we've done this kind of thing before. 6 hill giants. I could throw a fireball here, and I could charm this guy. Let's... You notice that, right, I got that flame tongue sword last time, and I did give it to Roland to replace his short sword +2. And you guys have told me that the flame tongue here doesn't really do anything special, but the long sword's got better damage than a short sword, which is why I did that. So how about just for a second I swap out... Oh yeah, he has the necklace of missiles, so he could actually pitch... He could actually pitch a fireball himself. You know what? Let's do that. Let's actually do that just to get some practice of what the necklace of missiles works as. Like, does it have? I'm wondering, does it have the same range as a normal fireball? I hope. Let's just try that just to see how this item works, so that at some point when I'm in a more desperate situation, I'm not going to be surprised. So, yeah, so hit this guy in the head with a fireball. Looks good. That looks like it's out of range. That is, yeah, crap. Well, okay, so that is what I wanted to learn. So the range is only to here, which looks like it's about 12 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. The range is only 9. Well, that's too bad. Let me write that down. I mean, probably it tells me that in the DMG if I look at their... That's why you run the experiment. Just want to make sure I'm not in range myself. All right, that was the least useful fireball ever. But Maelwyn can cast a normal fireball, so I'm going to do that. And that has an extremely long range. So hill giants have about 40 hit points. Let me see. Fireball, if I'm 6th level, I should just memorize this math because I do it all the time. 21 average, and then save about half the time. So you'd expect around 14 hit points probably on average. 15 hit points on average. So I would have to hit him with 2 of these things probably. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully I get these off before they all run out of formation. So right here. 1, 2, 3. I think that'll do it. Oh my god, is that also out of range? Crap. Well, that's kind of too bad. I'm only going to hit 3 of these guys. Should have gotten closer. Okay. Pretty good damage. Okay, so with Griffith, I guess I'll push him forward. Excellent AC. That's good. Okay, now Cadell's a little further forward, so maybe I'll hit another one of these guys. Actually, Cadell's where I wanted my casters, so... Here? Yeah, here, right? Here. Okay, also good damage roll. All right, okay, all right. So, and with that, I feel I can probably finish the rest off with melee or stuff. So, push Hearten forward. Can I cast... So once again, I feel like I would like to cast Charm Person on this fighter. Sweet, sweet. Great. I'm really stunned by how bad their rolls are for the boulder throwing. Am I 100% happy with my cleric being out front? No. And Cadell's going to probably have terrible movement right now. I didn't check it, but he's carrying that plate mail, so is his movement like... Okay, 6 is not the worst. I mean, I could cast something. Five hit points. You know, how about... you know, if the game lets me change to another weapon and shoot when I move, I think I'm going to take advantage of it. Ah. Oh, sweet. Double tap. Okay. Nice. Ow. That is brutal. might, right, because I got the necklace of missiles. Sling of Seeking, that's what I've got. Can I use the shield? Yeah, I can still use the shield with that. Guess I don't want any of that stuff. Oh, sweet. Okay, now what's the deal with the Charmed Fighter again? See, this hasn't happened in a while. So I think the thing is with the Charmed Fighter is he just goes away after the fight and I don't get experience for him. Is that the deal? Which I think I'm okay with because it wouldn't be a lot. Hey, Disparrow. You gotta feed the cats. That's what I've learned around here. Cat comes first. Yeah, so that was a batch of 6 hill giants and a 6-level fighter. So I have the fighter charmed here, and the fight's about to end. So remind me, Disparrow, if he's charmed, the fight ends. He just goes away. Is the deal, and I don't get experience for him? Is that the deal? I think that's, if I recall correctly, I think that's what happens. Yeah. You know, I'll just let that happen. It's okay. I'll let that happen. Yeah. I feel bad about just murdering a guy that I charmed. So I'm gonna go with that. I've done this before. That's pretty good experience. Ah, 10,000 gold. Jeez. I wish I could take it. Really? You can take boulders? What can I do anything with a boulder? Can my PCs throw a boulder? That seems like a bad idea. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so I will save this. Now I've got alarms going on. Got it. Really? Yeah, there might be. Maybe there's a gap in the chat, Disparrow. So I'm actually only seeing one response from you about the charmed NPC issue. Sorry about that. If something got dropped along the way, I apologize. So I'm gonna push it. If I don't know if more guards can pop up at me with the alarm. I'm gonna push forward a little bit. Going east here, over the north of the castle. You are in a hall with long tables, benches, and a great hearth at one end. In the corners are heaps of garbage being picked over by some rats, which flee at your entrance. So I'm going to search around here. Yep, the alarm's still going. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, shit. So I guess I'm going to get a... Yeah, I guess I'm going to get a bunch of these patrols. Blasphemers! Get them! Got it. Got it. Okay, now here so I shot 2 fireballs off last time. Here it's not an option because of the wall here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess there's 5 plus the fighter. After this fight, I should get out. I don't want to. If they keep piling patrols like this on me, I don't want to keep dealing with this. Interesting. I mean, I could tag that guy at the top, right? I actually could tag the guy at the top with a fireball. That would be safe for me. I mean, if I put one here, 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't get this. I wouldn't get this. Yeah, I guess I could put it 3. 1, 2, 3. I put it here. 1, 2, 3. I would miss Cadell. But here, I'd miss Cadell. I'd hit this guy. That actually is a good place for a fireball. Mailman doesn't have any left. Mailman has a fireball and a scroll. Should I use that? Let's say no. But I will cast Charm Person on the fighter because that worked out pretty well. Neat. Neat. Great. Man, they really like throwing boulders, and they're really bad at it. Yeah, let's just pile in here is what I'll do. Okay, so having played this game for most of a year, I'm finally getting you get the backstab possibility when someone else has attacked. Therefore, with the thief, I should delay. Is what I should do. I should say done, delay, have him go at the end. Switch out to the two-handed sword, which does so well against giants. Wow, that guy's excellent. Nice. Okay, so here comes Nirjarini with a fireball, and I said hit him in the head. Now, of course, the fighter's on my side, so now I don't want to hit him. So here, 1, 2, 3. So I think if I pitch it here, I miss the fighter. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's try that. Ooh, bad damage. Unimpressive. I'm going to cast Prayer here. Have those giants ever hit with a boulder, ever? Seems statistically improbable what's happening there. checking hit points here. So that's a lot of hit points. Okay, so I am going to use a stinking cloud because I got a couple there. Here, I think. Here. Okay, and got it. And the thief needs to be positioned opposite. That's a lot of conditions in that if statement. Okay, do I want to use the longsword +3 or the two-handed sword +2? I'm pretty sure the two-handed sword is better damage output, right? Against giants. I'm gonna push Cadell up. Move and hit somebody that's not helpless. So actually, in this situation, I can't get behind them, so I just have Rollin finish this guy off. Finish this guy off. Pretty good. Boy, that guy is... Those 6th level fighters are really handy. I feel like that guy might surrender pretty quickly. Yeah, good enough. Okay. I don't think I took any damage in that fight, did I? Which is what you want. Wow. Are there no, so there's no items, I guess? Okay, just leave that. Leave that for the next bunch of adventurers. Turn off the... I'm gonna finish searching this room, even though the alarm's going. Is the alarm going? I'm not hearing an alarm anymore, right? And I feel like I'm really pushing my luck here. I mean, I didn't take any damage in that fight. I feel like I'm pretty well situated. So looking east. I see. Okay, and then I'm back over to the other block here. And I searched all this stuff last time. The door of the building you are passing slams. Oh crap, another alarm? So currently, I'm basically on the north end of the courtyard outside the castle. So I need to get all the way around. Here's more fire giants. I think I do. You're close to correct, Elfine. Near Jerini does have one fireball left, and I have one on a scroll. But I've got fire giants coming at me right this second, so all that's academic anyway. Hopefully just 2 would be nice. Oh, geez. 4 fire giants. And they have almost 60 hit points and they're immune to fireballs. Ugh, geez. Okay. It's starting to get dicey. Now, once they get up, I at least have one stinking cloud, so I could, you know, zap a couple of them with stinking clouds. I got the lightning bolt wand that Neverwinter has I could use. I mean, okay, so we we had a whole episode last Sunday on invisibility on Wandering DMs, and yet I'm still a little sketchy about exactly how it works in this game. So feel free to watch that episode. It was really nice. You know, I'm gonna use invisibility here just to remind myself how it works in this game. Abort the spell. So I'm picking who I'm picking who it gets cast on. Well, me, right? That was the intent. I'm going to cast another prayer here. Oh, the text said 4. I didn't read it closely. However, I do want to get light. My ideal plan is to hit them with a lightning bolt once or twice. You know, I haven't... Okay, so just looking at stuff that Griffith's got, none of that's useful, so just push him up and start meleeing. Now, fortunately, their size is going to be not great for them to move around, actually. Okay, here's where the stinking cloud comes in. Okay, I don't. It's hopefully they'll miss a save next time. So delaying with him. All right, so where... no, you know, I have multiple stinking clouds with Neverwinter, actually. So if I could get her, like, over here, this is going to be slightly adventurous. Right row right here. Okay, let's try this. Not super. Ah, crap. Ah, jeez. Should have waited a little while. So I guess take this guy out, right? So debating whether I should spend time hitting this guy or not. Gonna move. Fuck balls. Okay, unforced error there for a second. You know, I'm gonna. I don't like Nirjarini being out there. I'm gonna move her back. Kind of exposed there. How about a magic missile? Jeez. Yeah. Okay, so looking for an opportunity to use another stinking cloud. For now, I'm going to just dart this guy. Oh, shit. Oh my god, Griffith's killed. Well, fuck. Now, you're going to raise him back in town. That unforced error that cost me 20 hit points. That sucks. That hurt. Now you're suggesting enlarge, but I'm kind of engaged here. I want this guy to be attacked at least. I'm gonna delay so I can get around the south there. Okay. So now they're guarding, and if I push Rollin in, he's only got 10 hit points. That could hurt. Looking at anything special, he's got Potion of Giant Strength. I think I'm going to have him sit back and use the sling is what I'll do. So step back here. Do I have a prayer going now? I guess I'm out of prayers. This fight got a little tougher. Can I delay with this guy? I can't. You know, maybe I will cast enlarge on Hearten maybe for kicks. Rats. I'm waiting for the round to get around to Nirjarini to cast Stinking Cloud, and then I moved out of range. You know, I'm actually going to cast Magic Missile, just take that guy down is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I guess I have to at least block this guy. Shit. Man, this fight's much less fun than the last one. Interesting. I've actually got him most of his hit points down. So actually, I don't think so using the Stinking Cloud now would be overkill, I think. Against just one. I'm clearly gonna need another round of melee, so I'm just gonna pitch darts at this guy is what I'm gonna do. Because a magic missile can't take him out. He could surrender would be a possibility. Oh man, Malin's like at 7. You're right. Okay, so if it gets to heart and note to self, heal Malin. That should do it, right? Oh, boy. Yeah, actually just do this right now just in case something happens. Okay, so I'll do the rest of the healing outside of combat as well, too. That got ugly. A lot of experience. That was a tough fight. Gee, 16,000 gold that I'm leaving behind. Crazy. Okay, so let me see here. So got it. Got it. Yeah, having Griffith go down, that kind of hurts. I'm gonna put that on Malin. Okay, I'm going to save this game as the B game just in case, because I feel like I'm sliding the direction of a TPK. I have quite a ways to go to get out of this area. So I've got the search off. I have to come all the way around the castle here to the east is the shortest way, unfortunately. So here we go. Get out is the current. Shit. Okay, not getting jumped. Okay, so here's the edge of the castle, so I can come around to the south now. Move, 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 move. Don't jump me. Don't jump me. I mean, okay, so here I'm to the southern block. That's good. So south around the edge. Shit. Sacrilegious scum. Yeah, this got tough. So probably more hill giants, right? So probably it's 6 hill giants with a 6th level fighter. So I know I've got Near Jareen has a fireball, Malwyn has one on a scroll, Rollin has one on the magic necklace. Griffith the giant killer is down, is dead. So I'm gonna start from range. They never hit with the boulders. So I'll take my chances with some ranged combat. Getting ugly. Right to my south, blocking my way out. Is that the deal? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this, what is that? 5 giants? 5 giants? Okay. Let me Okay, Maelwyn's turn. I'm strongly considering using her scroll. Okay, range is like 20-ish. Range is 20. I'm being real careful here with the range because I don't want to waste one of these things. Should be 10 inches plus 1 inch per level, so it should be 16. Should be 16 inches or so. So that's not close enough. That should be close enough. Let's do this. It's the second scroll. So am I targeting the scroll now, I think? So if I put a fireball right here, I catch all of them. Okay, good damage, good damage. Great. That's more than half their hit points. And I'm going to do the same with Near Jerini. I'm not going to take any prisoners here. I still have quite a ways to go, unfortunately. I could very well run into another patrol like this, unfortunately. But here we go. Okay, so that guy is going to narrowly dodge out of the second fireball. Also good damage. Alrighty, 16 hit points, you say. Fuck. God, now they start hitting. Eek. Eek. An encounter with 4 black dragons. No mas. I'm using every spell that I have here. Exit, exit. Now that these boulders have hit once, now I'm incredibly uncomfortable as they're flying through the air. They're 8, 10 hit points. Ah, so close. Damn it. Okay, so to he doesn't have any cure lights anymore. Kill the fighter and try to force morale checks. Okay, so I got a stinking cloud. I got magic missiles. I think Stinking Cloud's overkill here, because I think that these guys can go down with about 1 hit each. So I think I'm going to magic missile this guy in the middle. Got 8 hit points. Make sure I'm in range. It's some kind of lawful chat, I think. This should take out this guy. Yeah. Okay, so trying to... Oh, shit, there's an extra guy there. Wasn't seeing him. Okay, too far away, you say. Why? Oh, do I? Okay. 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 Oh, jeez. So I feel like it's unlikely these items are really great. So the first time I run into an encounter like that, I think maybe like it's a set encounter. But if it's a random encounter every time, it seems unlikely that this stuff's going to be super. I'm going to leave the plate armor, take the lighter stuff. Ugh. I'm feeling like I shouldn't have taunted the game at the start when I said I haven't had a TPK in a while because I'm real close. I don't think I have any other healing stuff. I feel like someone's got a potion of healing. I don't know if I should use that on Rollin right now. I don't even know who has it. Three potions of healings. I feel like I'm going to hand this over to Rollin, let him use that. $13 hit points. I think that's okay. I think I could possibly take a hit. Yeah, Lore Pseudo, when you say I'm getting into Butterfinger fatigue zone, you're not wrong. Okay, so save this game as the B game. You know, I feel like, so last episode, right, I had the alarm go off. I pushed my luck a little bit. I did have like 2 encounters that were successful. I got out perfectly fine. No casualties, very little damage. So I guess that put me in a bad habit, I guess. When the alarm went off tonight, I really should have just gotten out of Dodge. And I pushed deeper and then got myself in trouble. So, still trying to go south, and then I think I still have to go back west after that. So I've put myself on the long route around the castle, unfortunately. So there's no other option. I gotta get back. Ah, shit. Oh man, I might be toast here. Oh boy. Rule number 1, do not taunt, and I broke that rule. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty much out of resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, so I'm here, and they're here. Is fleeing any good? I mean, I almost like... Can everybody just go run north and then go back around? See, then I have to go back around the long way of the castle again. It feels... This kind of feels like they're pouring out of this gate that I'm passing by. Is the sense of this. So I think I gotta push forward. Man, it really sucks Griffiths down. That was a really bad error. Okay. Moving forward and using the necklace of missiles is what we're doing. Can I flee? Let's discuss. Let's have a chat about that. If this was an actual D&D game, I would run north is what it would be, and hope that I can get back around the other way of the castle, which is what I should have done in the first place. But now I'm the long way around, and now it is, for what it's worth, it is shorter for me to go south a bit and then west to get out. Would fleeing even be a good option? I think the flee rules are very different, Lorsuit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could run for the edge of the map, which would be north where I am right now. But you leave your Griffith is dead, and I think I would wind up leaving his body behind, right? If I flee an encounter, you lose the people that are down. Is that right, Desparrow? The rules for fleeing in this game are clearly very different than what's in the book. There's a random roll to successfully leave the board. drop some boulders. Hey, new boulder, man. So I believe, okay, so based on my prior experience, I think that if I flee, I wind up leaving Griffith behind, which I don't want. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, Desparrow. But I'm wondering, so my two concerns are, one, I lose Griffith permanently, and two, I have to. Oh, so maybe you're saying I could just step out of. I get to keep the corpse, really? Oh, really? So maybe you're saying I could flee north, just get out of the encounter goes away, and then I can walk south again? I mean, for what it's worth, Griffith is definitively dead at this point already. But I get to keep the corpse. I quote a male family member, Aelfiend, when I say to you, "Don't you ever dare use my own words against me." Okay, all right. Okay, so I keep the corpse. That's important. I'm going to try fleeing. Honestly, that is what I would actually do in a D&D game. So I'm actually going to try fleeing. Let's try this. Kind of bad situation any which way. So my other option was if I was going to push forward, I was going to push forward with Rollin and just start pitching fireball missiles. Okay, we're gonna try to get out of here. So move everybody, for Pete's sake. See, there's the Butterfingers. It just happened right there. Guard. Delay with him until somebody gets out of my way. Yeah. Actually, the problem is going to be Cadell being slow at the moment. Although these doofuses are going to run into each other a whole bunch of times. Okay. So now I just need to get Cadell off the board. Didn't quite have enough movement that round. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Successful. Okay. Successful withdrawal. We're going to call that a fighting withdrawal. So I don't have Griffith's corpse. So that's what I was worried about there. All right. So yeah. Oh, we have 100 messages. I get the little trophy. I got a little restream. Right at the point where I realized that Griffith is gone, I got a little trophy from restream, trying to make me feel better. I think restream just gave me like a pity part prize. Yeah. Okay. So for what it's worth, right? So I guess a little misunderstanding on my end. And my fear was. Yeah, if I lose the corpse, I would not have retreated. I would have pushed forward, which would have been a bad situation anyway. So I'm thinking. So I have actually committed my A saved game to. I'm in the castle tonight. I beat the first encounter, and the alarm started going off. So hey, Bastille, thanks for that. Yeah, are you guys okay with that? I think I kind of want to having realized what the actual flight mechanic is, which makes sense, which totally makes sense, I think I want to rewind to my A game from earlier tonight. You guys okay with that? Is that cheating on my part? Now I've got an emotional I've got an emotional connection to my characters, particularly Griffith. So I think I'm going to be too sad tonight if Griffith's gone permanently. Never had that happen, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so lesson learned. We're all good. I'm just going to make a note of that. I was in a pretty bad situation. Frankly, if I pushed forward, like I say, that looked like a TPK on the horizon. So yeah, I agree with you, William. Yeah. Okay, so let's get out of here. In camp. So do I have to exit the game entirely to reload? Is that what happens? Hey, Larsudo. Right? Is there any way to reload the game from inside here? Save, view, magic, rest, alter, exit. I just have to shut the whole thing down, right? Yeah. You've had it. This is great. Listen to William, everybody. That's some great DMing. I'm completely convinced. Okay, so I'm just killing the application here. We'll be back in just a second. Blam. Okay. Let's try that again. All right, so loading the A game. So we're going to remind ourselves where we were when we started. Okay, so... Right, so I'm at the north end of the castle. I think the alarm's going off. I think I just beat one of these patrols. And what happened previously in the vision is that I pushed forward to the east, coming around the long way of the castle, when what I should do is I should go back west, the short way. Yep, right, at the class trainers. That's what I thought. Thanks for confirming that. Okay, so I'm going to go the short way, and I'll probably run into some patrols. So we get to go through this sacrilegious scum! But there should be 4. So now I only have to go through 2 blocks instead of like 4, which is what I'd managed to arrange there. Okay, let's try this again. Combat. So mostly I got my full party here. I'm pretty close to full hit points. I have basically full resources. And we'll be fighting these hill giants and fighters again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's try the necklace of missiles used properly. So apparently, oh, interesting. Oh, crazy. So let me try pushing Rollin forward and using the thing properly this time. A little dicey here. So if I put it here, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. I'd miss him. If I put it here, 1, 2. Drop it here is nice. Let's try that. Okay, so testing one time using the necklace of missiles. Can we use it properly? Like throw it here. Oh, that damage is miserable. Okay. Fine. Fine, fine. Ah. I'm gonna delay with him. I want to get another fireball off because she can cast one. Hopefully for higher damage. Now, does Malin have a... Who's got the charm person? So this worked really nice against the fighter. Okay, that's a good tactic. And he turns around and starts doing that. Okay, so now I want to cast a fireball, miss the fighter I just charmed. So I would want to be maybe here. 1, 2, here. Here would be good. Center that. 1, 2. 1, 2. I guess here to be safe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm pretty sure I'm safe if I throw it at this guy's head. 1, 2, 3, because that's empty. This is empty. This is where I want it. Pretty sure. Okay, slightly below average damage. It's okay. Managed successfully avoided any of my friendlies. Cast the prayer. Good. Sucking up damage on the NPC. We like that. All right, so now I'm going to push into melee and try not to take those retreat attacks, which I hate and I think is a bad rule. That's fine. So let's try to knock this guy off first. All right, a little bit of overkill there. That's fine. I gotta say, the one hit that I took on Rollin when things were looking bad, that's suddenly I'm much more uncomfortable with the boulders flying through the air. Try this guy. I mean, a stinking cloud right on top of one of those guys would be nice. Okay, two-handed sword time. What are what's that guy's got for hit points? That's too few hit points to be worthwhile. I'm gonna hit this guy. Ah, crap. I'm going to stick with the sling for Rollin, and if I see an opportunity for a backstab, I might switch. But for now, I'm going to hit this guy. Hopefully... Yeah, nice. Good. So debating whether I should use Stinking Cloud now. I could catch 2 of these guys. You know, my fighters tend to do like 13 damage. I'm guessing I'm probably going to run to at least 1 more patrol. So the long way, I think I ran to like 5 or some nonsense. I feel like I'm going to have at least 1 more patrol. So I want to keep a little bit of powder for later. I'm gonna be a little conservative with that. For some reason, my eye with Cadell, my eye goes to that longsword +3, which is supposed to be his backup weapon. Damn it! I'm gonna push Harton in there. I feel like the Giants I feel like in my games, Giants would hit like a lot more frequently than they're hitting here. I think I'm getting lucky on that end. Finish that guy off, would you please? Okay, so now I can push him down. Jeez. Oh my God. Can I get a backstab now? I work so hard trying to get backstabs. No. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. So currently, in this version of the multiverse, everybody's still alive. Okay, dropping the 10,000 gold. Bunch of boulders. I'm gonna drop those. I really want to take one of the boulders. What happens if I take a boulder? Okay, the only person I would possibly do that would be Griffith. So he's overloaded. All right. So I'm currently saving this as my B game, even though I have no choice but to fight my way out. So I am. So, okay, so I have to go, I just have to go south, right? Don't I? Okay, so I'm just coming around the corner now. Right, I went west, right, I went west, and now I have to come, right, now I have to go south by 2 blocks. Okay, get by this gate. Please don't, fuck. Okay, so I guess people pour out of the gate when I come by. Sacrilegious scum! I got it, I get it. All right. Man, this is a combat heavy session tonight. Okay, so there's the gate they're pouring out of, and here I get the normal thing. 5 hill giants and the fighter. Okay, Cadell. Okay, so I got Stinking Clouds here. Near Jerini still has a fireball. I still have Malin's one on the scroll. I got Rollins stuff. I'm going to start pushing Cadell forward because he's slow at the moment. those things, everybody there has a lot of hit points. Guess I'll start in on somebody. Got hold person. I think I'm going to cast a hold person on the fighter there, try to take him out as soon as possible. Cast the prayer. Oh man, lose the spell. Poop. I'm gonna use the necklace again, right? So before these giants start moving out of the way, I'm gonna use the necklace again. Now, in the book, a necklace of missiles has fireball, beads of a variety of dice. So, maybe in this game they're all the same quality, which isn't great based on the last one. Or maybe this time I'm going to get a higher quality fireball, maybe. So that's kind of part of what we're learning here. 1, 2, 3. This one right here. Actually, I could catch this guy too. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I would catch him anyway. 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to catch all those guys right here. Try that. More than 11? Yeah, see that right. See that's the one you're looking for. Okay. That's a different story. So I did lose the whole person, but I still have the longsword +4, so let's just tap this guy in the head. Okay, there's prayer, that's good. So I damaged those guys for about half. I think I'm going to save. So I got them down by about half. I can start putting some of them down. They should start making morale checks. I can stinking cloud one of them. I'm not gonna fireball again. So I will use the enlarge on Cadell because he's got the most hit points of this batch right here. Okay. Trying to get in range for a stinking cloud. The range is terrible on that thing. That's range 4. I need to be range 3. So if I could push one more forward, that would work. Well, you know what? I don't need to put it right on their head. I could just that's in range. I could just move one space to the right here and then cast Stinking Cloud here. That'll be useful. Try that. Okay, back to the sword is what I'm going to do here. All right, I'm gonna delay here and attempt to get behind somebody as usual. You know, how about I come down here and block these guys from getting out of the stinking cloud? I'm not entirely sure if they ever do that or not. Okay, now since Cadell's enlarged, let me switch from the bow to the sword there. Same deal. Damn it. All right, so don't see this. The mistake I would make right now is to pull Griffith out to get his higher damage on the giants, but of course that would do this backstab thing, which is what caused the problem previously. So I'll just finish this guy off. So with the current position, I think I need Roland to go back to ranged weapon, which is fine. Find somebody with low hit points. Maybe this guy. Fuck. Okay. None of these are super great options. Ton of hit points on that guy. Okay, Dart, right, Dart the guy that's helpless. Do that. Hearten. I want to make sure enough people can get at the front giant there to tag him with a lot of hit points of damage. I think I'm going to use Hearten. Wait, I don't have anything that does range stuff. I don't want to put him in. I don't want to put him up front against the 30 hit point giant. You know, I'm just going to keep Hearten. I'm at this. This might be terrible, but I'm going to keep Hearten in the back, just so he can move and cure somebody if he needs to. So I'll just delay is what I'll do. Okay, so Maelwyn. I guess I should have gone. I guess I should have healed Maelwyn right there. So delay with Maelwyn. Cadell, I'll push forward. Oh, good. All right, so healing Maelwyn a little bit there. got 4 hit points. Let's switch her to the bow. That guy, okay, that guy can get away. So maybe the other guy can get away now? Play. Oh, that's, see, that, oh, that was good. All right. Jeez. Jeez Louise. All right, so everybody's up. Male one got hit by a boulder. Could have been worse. As usual, leave behind about 10,000 gold pieces. Take this. No, I can't take that. Just want to make sure that. Right. So this is the version. This is in this universe. Cadell is carrying that plate armor around. I'm not expecting that to be super handy, but there it is. Okay. So get out of here. Leave the gold. Save as the B game. Okay. Let's. Heal Melwin up a bit. I feel like I could pretty much dump all my Cure Light Wounds on Melwin right now. It'd be a perfectly fine choice. She's got 26 hit points max. Okay, good. Griffith's down by 6, Cadell's down by 4. This is okay, this is fine. Okay. All right, so so here's that gate. So I'm pushing. Hopefully another. I'm just hoping another patrol doesn't jump out right this second. Just get me past this damn gate on the way south, please. Please, please, please. Okay. Okay, we knew that. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Just get south. Good Lord. I think I have another. Do I have another block to go? I think I have another block to go once I get through here, right? I think. Man, I wish I hadn't saved my A game back there. Oh, geez, up there, right there. They are right there. Okay, well, okay, you know, fireball here would be possible. It's possible. You know, think I'm going to use that necklace of missiles again. I'm right here. I'm going to do it. Now this is the place where you want the stinking cloud, right? The stinking cloud right here is ideal. Not an option for Rollin. So. Let's do it. You get a fireball, you get a fireball, you all get fireballs. One, two, three, right? That's 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to get him. Get everybody else. If I put it here, 1, 2, 3, I still wouldn't get him. Okay, so I'm not going to get the. I guess I'm not going to get the fighter. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, right there. Not terrible damage, but they mostly all get their saving throws. I'm thinking about casting Hold Person again with Griffith, but he's in combat, so I might the giant might hit him and I might lose it again, maybe. I think I'm gonna let somebody else handle that fighter is what I'm gonna do. Is that smart? You know, I'm just gonna delay. Okay, now Maelwyn, what can she do? Not very much. I'm also going to delay. Okay, here comes the stinking cloud. Yeah. That is an easy call right there. All right. There you go. Now what Cadell can do is sleep's not going to work. Maybe I'm out of charm persons. I feel like I had somebody had 2, I thought. I can't shoot missiles in at this position. So I guess I'm just gonna start beating on this fighter, I guess. You know, I'm also gonna delay if it gets back around there. Okay, now Harton's going to hold the fighter. That's what we're going to do. Bam. Okay, skip the second option, skip the third target. Good. Okay. If you only target one, you get they have a penalty of their save, so that's a good deal. So now Cadell can finish this guy off. And Griffith can finish this guy off. And Maelwyn can, with the short bow, can finish this guy off. And get more attacks. Okay, now I got this stinking cloud in my own way now. Guess I'll switch to range stuff, I guess. I guess that's what I have to do here, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Tonight I'm gonna take full advantage of finishing them off with the bow. This down, put this down. I haven't had Griffith using a bow in a long time. These are much smaller increments of damage than in melee. I mean, arguably, I should just drop another fireball on those guys in the back, rather than risk the boulders coming at me. Oh, that's a good idea, Lord Pseudo. Oh, that's interesting. That would be a good recap if we could. I bet we could get one of those guys actually. And of course, we are planning on reviewing the paper module version that, again, I have not read, but I'll do that after I get done playing this. Is there anything Harton can do? I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna have Harton sit here if I need to cure somebody. That's a great. Those are such great suggestions. So I'm just going to have heart and delay. Great. Okay, good. I was hoping for that. Great. Okay. So sufficient. The best defense is a good offense, they say. I don't know why I'm even looking at the money, because it just makes me feel bad. Should I take the plate mail? Okay, so I guess I'm taking another plate mail, even if it was like +1. See, the I've got Cadell and Maelwyn in braces of armor, but if I did, I'm probably going to stick with that. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, exit this. Can't save as the B game. Does Griffith have any curing? Because I could put this on Rollin. Yeah, you're totally correct, Sparrow. We have our eye on that, and we're totally planning on reading that paper version of that adventure. Is exactly our plan. Okay, so I think I have one more block I got to get through to the south, I think. I'm so far, I was right on the bad part of town. So I'm kind of guessing, okay, I'm getting to the end here. So I'm kind of guessing this is it, actually. Oh my God. Okay, so here I am in Stojanau Gate, which is safe for me. That was, ugh. That was pretty close to the whole Against the Giants series tonight. That was a shit ton of giants. Oh my God. I'm going to camp and save this before anything else happens. Yeah. That was brutal. That was brutal. Okay. So if we're all cool with me using the save game feature after our exploration of the flight rules here, that was still tough. Everything but a glacial rift. What is your guys' favorite module in the Against the Giant series? Do you like the Steadying the Hill Giant Chief, or the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl, or the Hall of the Fire Giant King best? Just as I decompress from this giant. I'm glad you're cool with me using the restore game feature, which I normally try to avoid, but yeah, I got one vote for the Glacial Rift and one vote for the Fire Giant King. Let me get back to. I'm gonna get back to town because I'm gonna have to ID some magic. I'm probably checking on XP and stuff. I never know where the exit here. Thrown into the lava. Was that in the kitchen? There's certainly a place in the kitchen where there's a lava chute they use for garbage disposal. I'll say personally, as I get back to town, for some reason, it's the Glacial Rift somehow, the middle module of the trilogy that catches my imagination more for some reason. But certainly as a tactical challenge, the Fire Giant one is probably the single toughest adventure in classic D&D. It's compared to everything else, it's this completely brutal horror show. And routinely, I have parties that kind of cakewalk through number 1, number 2, and they get to the Hall of the Fire Giant King, and they either get TPK'd or they have to go at it 3 or 4 times before they get done with it. The other thing I'll just point out while we're talking about that, of course, the Fire Giant King one is extra large, right? The other ones, spoilers, the other ones have 2 levels each, and the Fire Giant one has 3 levels each. I tend to, like, what I've found in recent years is that I tend to not have enough time to get through the entirety of the Fire Giant module. And maybe even if I have like a full weekend of play, we don't get all the way through it. So maybe if I had more time to actually get all of the quality stuff that's in the Fire Giant module, that would be higher on my list at this point. Yeah, see, exactly that. Right. I wasn't even, good point, Kamikaze. The river of lava which is actually the very last area, I never have time to get there, frankly. So the last 2 or 3 times I played it, parties haven't even seen that part. And I like Disparrow's point that the Hill Giant one is easy to slot into an ongoing campaign. Yeah, you can kind of put it anywhere, right? Yeah, the other ones you either need specifically a giant glacier field, or you need a volcanic mountain range, and that, you're right, that's harder to place. That's a really good point. Right, hit enter here. I mean, I'm just going to check in with the city clerk here, and then probably I'm going to call it a night. I didn't literally, technically we didn't see the TPK, but we know there's at least 2 multiverse branches where that probably happened. Kamikaze, you think that because you have this with the Hill Giants, you have this great hall that more or less has an army of giants. I tend to find that one, I mean, either players can skulk around the entire rest of the complex, or they can just go right in and have this giant battle in the Great Hall. And I tend to find we tend to have like a giant horrific throwdown in the Great Hall usually, in my experience. Okay, so I'm assuming there's no more commissions here, but I'm just checking in. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we know what the end game is. So at least tonight, I have scouted out the entirety of the outer courtyard. So, and I'm not finding any kind of clever, like, go down to the sewers and get in the castle that way. So I guess when we come back next time, I'm gonna pick one of those gates and bust through the gate and go into the central castle. So that's the last thing that is left for me here in AD&D Pool of Radiance from 1988. Yeah, Laura Sudo, what I'll say is on the issue of do the giants hear them and swear them, the 3 modules get increasingly proficient guard technology. So again, spoilers. The first one, right, the Hill Giants, they're specifically having a party when you go in, and the front guards are all drunk and unconscious, and everybody in the Great Hall is making too much noise, carousing to hear anything. So with the Hill Giants, you can walk in and you can pretty much go where you want with a couple of minor exceptions. With the second one, the guards are alert, but they're super separated away from each other. So you kind of have, with the second one, you have a crappy security apparatus, but they're at least alert and working at it. And the third one, you have both. The third one, it's really horrible because you have a really clever security apparatus and everybody's alert. And that third one generally does turn into the giants really do immediately swarm you. And that is what makes it super hard right off the bat. And it's funny because we actually mentioned it in the show on Sunday. Uniquely, the Dragon magazine had a write-up from the tournament, the competitive tournament at, I think, Origin 78, when those modules first were rolled out. And you have like a 2-page article from the winning team. And the Hill Giants ones, yeah, like here's a paragraph where we did this, and here's a paragraph for the second one, and then here's a whole page about the horrific throwdown that happens with the Fire Giants. And it's exactly that you have a cleverly set up, actually functioning security protocol, and that totally happens with the Fire Giants. Yeah, exactly what Disbarrel's saying. Yeah. And we're not going to spoil it for anybody. From a 50-year-old adventure, there is some evil mastermind or group of masterminds directing the Fire Giants, and they're more directly involved. So, what could it be? What could it be? I don't know. For anybody listening to this in podcast version, we're not going to tell them. So I'm going to sign off in a minute, and thank you guys so much for hanging out. If anybody's new tonight, feel free to get on the Wandering DMs Patreon at patreon.com/wanderingdms. Every single tier, even our $1 tier, will get in our Discord server, and we're constantly talking about stuff like this and conversing about classic D&D rules. And in the last week, we've been talking about invisibility rules and do you let casters cast a spell in melee, which some people say yes and some people say no to in classic D&D. And so feel free to get on our Discord and check out what's going on there and give us, suggestions for future shows and stuff like that. This weekend, obviously, we're going into the 4th of July weekend. So for what it's worth, I'm actually traveling up to Massachusetts. I'm going to hang out with Paul for the long weekend like we usually do. So stay tuned. Our streaming schedule is a little unclear. We will probably be back Sunday afternoon. We're going to work that out, see what we're going to do. It might just be me and Paul just hanging out and drinking. Sunday afternoon. So if you're around, feel free to join in and join in with what we're doing on Sunday. And if you're traveling yourself, hope you have a good 4th of July weekend. I'll plan to be back here next Thursday again for another Book of War session with Dan Cullinan. And if William's still here tonight, our plan is to take William's Baquius's suggestion is I'm going to take, just for something to test, I'm going to take an army that's entirely mundane real world stuff, and Gamma Dan's going to take an army that's all fantastical stuff, and I don't know if it's going to be orcs or hobgoblins or giants or elves, and see how things match up with real world versus fantastic stuff, and that's our plan for testing next Thursday on Book of War. So hope you'll join us for that, and in 2 weeks I'll come back here and try to finish up Pool of Radiance and see the inside of the castle for the first time. And hope you'll join me for that. So I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.